Congratulations, you've got a business.
Meet Ryan. He's helped countless businesses get off the ground at logical position. So if you're just getting started as a business, but don't have a marketing budget to hire an agency or even know where to begin, then this is the video for you. Let's get started.
As a new business, you are generally going to fall into one of two buckets. Either there is existing demand for your product, you're retailing somebody else's stuff, or you've created a variation on a product that is an improvement or different type of it. Such as, hey, I'm retailing shoes for running. Okay, there's a lot of people searching for running shoes on Google and Bing. Go advertise there and capture the bottom of the funnel as they search. On the other side of it, if you've created running shoes for your dog that can let them run a 2-minute mile, I didn't know that existed. You're gonna have to convince me to search for that, and you're gonna have to find me on social media to tell me that you have a dog, you should probably get your dog to run really fast in our wonderful shoes. Great.
Let me interrupt. If your business falls into the first bucket of existing demand, then just keep watching. But if you fall into that second bucket of create demand, you can go ahead and jump to the timestamp of 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
So you have existing demand for your product. Step one, you're going to be on Google. Google has almost 90% of the US search volume. It's a great place to be if you want to capture customers. It is not difficult, but you have to be able to follow directions on Google. Google has given you everything you need. You just Google it on Google and you will find most of the answers you need. But if you take it very simply, you need 3 main properties to make your site work with Google Ads and driving demand and traffic to your website. You need Google Analytics, Google Ads, and Google Merchant Center. All of them are free and are not difficult to set up, especially if you started with a platform like a BigCommerce or a Shopify, because they have free integrations to almost all of them. The point I will tell you is use the same login for all of them because it's much easier to tie them together. Step one, to create your first campaign in Google Ads, you're going to create a Performance Max campaign, which is the shopping portion of Google Ads. When you search for running shoes, at the very top of Google, you will see images of running shoes with price points. You want to be there because that's where people are going to interact with your site first. To get that set up, you need to get the products from your website into Google. With most startup platforms, there is an easy app that's free. Get the free app to send the products into the Google Merchant Center. Once they're there, Google Ads recognizes that and will walk you through prompts to get a Performance Max campaign set up. In Google Shopping, there are 4 main things you need to have in your feed to help your product show: quality image, title, description, and a product identifier, which is best as the UPC, or what we refer to in the internet marketing space as the GTIN. Those need to be in the product, on the site, and in the feed. Many of you can go to the supplier of your products and get those. So Google sets you up to choose goals when you're setting up your campaigns. Most businesses want revenue, and when you don't have transactions, you just need to make sure your product is getting out into the world. You want to get max conversion value. Once you have some transactions, then you can go to target ROAS, which are telling it what to shoot for. Most business owners, when they go set up their goals in Google Ads, they like to get aggressive and shoot for profit, which makes sense. You're in business to make money. The problem with Google is it's not designed as a system to drive a bunch of profit for a business in startup mode. It's designed as a customer acquisition tool. Be comfortable with Google as a break-even channel of marketing. It's pretty easy to figure out what your break-even goal in Google should be or could be. Figure your average margin is step 1. If you have a product that retails for $100 on your site and it costs you $60 to buy that product, your average margin is 40%. Divide 1 by 40%, you get 2.5. Your goal break-even return on ad spend is 2.5. So Google's up and going. The next step is going to be making sure that you have established social profiles and handles. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever makes sense for your business. You need to be posting there regularly. I recommend at least once a week. You don't need to spend a bunch of money on social, but you should have a small budget there to boost posts and to find followers. Something in the neighborhood of $5 to $10 a day should at least get you off the ground. Pay attention to SEO. The most important pages on your site from an SEO standpoint are obviously your homepage as a brand. Make sure your brand is on there and it has great images and content. Then it's the category pages. So if you're selling men's running shoes, make sure your men's running shoe page has an H1 tag that says men's running shoe, and then you have a description on that page for men's running shoes. Same for women's running shoes. Build out those content pages with titles, H1 tags, and descriptions. Once you've established that, your SEO will have a solid foundation to build on in the next stage of your business. So as a new brand, you need to find people that want your product. So you're gonna go into market with an idea of who your demographic is, and you need to find some influencers that share that same demographic. If you're on Shopify, there's a free program called Collab where you can go find influencers and see a lot of data around their followers and engagement, and then reach out to them. Understand this is their job. They create content for brands to help them grow. There is a cost to that. Create a group of these influencers that you want to work with, start them creating content, and the important piece for you as a brand is going to be getting permission with influencers to dark post. Dark posting sounds like it might be breaking the laws, but it's just a really weird name we came up with in the internet marketing space. It's fantastic. It lets you as the brand use your money to advertise as the influencer. So essentially you are borrowing from the trust that influencer has with their followers to bring a new product into the marketplace. Let's say you sell basketball shoes for dogs. The demand doesn't exist for your product yet. So you're trying to find influencers that are as close as you can get to your target market and what you have without actually being it, because it doesn't exist yet. I don't know of anybody selling pug basketball shoes, but there are a lot of pugs on Instagram. So you can reach out to a lot of these pugs, their owners, and send them some shoes, get an agreement to work with you, and post some products around that. Also, there's a lot of brands that have dog bowls or dog toys that could also be an influencer for you as well. Now that you've got traffic coming to your site from social media, your influencers are going, you've got some sales, you want to make sure that you're not losing people once they leave social media and go search for you on Google. At the beginning of the video, I told you how to set up a Google Ads account. Go through that process, get Performance Max there. Your goal is not going to be revenue necessarily, it's going to be clicks. Just be there when they want to find you. You're going to have to get creative in finding other outlets for people to find you. For some of you, that's going to be finding positions in retail stores. Some of you, it's going to be getting really creative with partnerships where they sell closely related products that they may want to add this on. Be open to all ideas of getting your product into people's hands. I hope this video has been helpful to you in getting your business started. You've taken the most difficult steps of getting going. You've got a business. You're starting to get revenue. It's exciting. Once you get to the point where you have a regular marketing budget, I look forward to speaking with you. We look forward to growing your business and taking you to the next level.